Riders cruising around during qualifying waiting for a tow in Moto3 is a common sight, and they even get penalized for it nowadays. However, over the last few races, similar tactics have become common even in MotoGP qualifying, and so far the stewards have turned a blind eye towards this. This was particularly true for the German Grand Prix, as at one point multiple riders came to a virtual standstill waiting for a tow. Quite a few riders had to abort their flying laps because of this, and they have now announced their displeasure. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, MotoGP riders angry with irresponsible riding. Ducati's Francesco Bagnaia pointed out the similarity their qualifying bore to that of Moto3. It's something I don't like to see, because it looks like our qualifying is now very similar to Moto3 qualifying. We are always speaking about safety and about Moto3, but today some riders in MotoGP were doing the same, so I'm not happy to see a situation like this. He then stressed the need for penalties. Normally, I'm not someone who asks for penalties for riders, because it's normal to commit an error. But today, I think the situation was clear to see because there were a lot of images of riders going very slowly. But I'm not the man to decide it. Suzuki's Alex Rins chimed in with a similar opinion. I'm so angry because we can't continue like this in terms of the stewards. We are MotoGP riders and try to show Moto3 we can't stop, we can't follow, and all these things. Then I find a big group on the last corner nearly stopped. He wants a stronger response from the Safety Commission regarding this. They need to do something. In the Safety Commission, we are always talking about this. It's been a lot of races we are complaining. We are saying they need to be stronger with the decisions, but in the end it's always the same. Ducati's Jack Miller, meanwhile, stated why riders have resorted to this tactic. It's the same here as everywhere else. A heap of guys cannot do the lap time, so they have to get a tow to do it. Simple as that. Fast feed. Honda's Pol Espargaro has suggested that one of the reasons for riders crashing into the first turn is for sure the ride height device, the rear device. He explained that they use it during the lap, which means it goes down on the last corner and it needs to come up in the first corner. He further added that for sure it's making the bike more unstable, which is not safe. Ducati's Jack Miller, however, feels that quite clearly the Honda device is no good. Ducati's device seems to work pretty good. Have I had a crash because of the whole shot device? No, Miller surmised. He further feels that it sounds like Honda moaning about something again, trying to get it banned so they don't have to develop it. Petronas Yamaha's Valentino Rossi thinks that he was strong, fast and competitive in 2018. He was not able to win a race, but he finished P3 in the championship with 5 to 6 podiums. From 2019, something changed and they needed to work on the bike in a different way compared to the past. Personally, he very much likes good support from the rear and a hard bike on the rear for all his career. From 2019, they needed to work with the bike in another way and make the bike more soft. With this type of setting and these types of tyres, he's in more trouble. He's not able to use his style. But it is like this and you need to find a way to improve, Rossi concluded. Petronas Yamaha have released a statement clarifying that their overriding rider selection philosophy has been the same since the beginning: talent development. Working with Valentino Rossi was a tremendous opportunity for the team, and this relationship has enabled the non-rider talent within the team to grow. To have chosen a more experienced rider is an exception though, and they expect to favour youth in the future. They have not yet determined their rider lineup for the 22 season. However, once the relationship with Valentino comes to a conclusion, they expect to return their focus of their goal to find the best young riders. Are the ride height devices dangerous for riders? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.